Right, we're going to do the difference of two squares now. Okay. What do we mean by difference of two squares? Well, the word difference means subtraction. And two squares is one square and another square. In other words, square numbers. So a difference of two squares is the difference between some squared number here, maybe x squared, and another square number here, maybe y squared. Okay, so this is a difference of a square and another square. Hence difference of two squares. Okay, now when you get a difference of two squares, like this, it's really easy to factorize. Put them in two brackets, place the x at the start of each bracket, the y at the end of each bracket. Have a plus here and a minus here, so we have different signs. It doesn't matter whether you put a minus there or a plus there, we could have swapped those around. That would have been fine too. So they're really easy ones. I mean, we can show that it works. For example, we've got 7 squared minus 4 squared, right? Equals, we could do exactly the same thing with numbers. This is 7 plus 4, 7 minus 4. Let's see if it works. 7 squared is 49. 4 squared is 16. Subtract them. 49 minus 16. Well, what do we get there? We get 33. Let's see if that works. 7 plus 4 is 11 times. 7 minus 4 is 3. 11 times 3, 33. Ah, cool. Let's try something harder now. Let's try something that you might not recognize quite to be the difference of two squares. Right, if we first of all notice that 4x squared is actually the square of 2x. Remember, 2x all squared is 2 squared x squared, and 2 squared is 4. So these two things are equivalent here. And the same goes for this one. This is 10y squared. 10 squared, y squared. 10 squared is 100. So that's the first step with that one. Because they're not immediately square numbers, but we write them like this. The rest is easy. What we did is we take this, write it there and there. Then we take your 10y and we write that there and there. Plus and a minus. All right, let's try something else. Another question. Let's have something like 2x plus 4 squared minus 6x minus 1 squared. A difference of a square and another square. So we know that we can put them in two brackets. Oops. We write this there and there. We write this one there and there. And we need a plus there and a minus there, but we've got to be careful. We're actually subtracting all of this 6x minus 1. So we need brackets around there. Don't forget that. You could put brackets there as well if you wanted to, around these, just to be absolutely certain. And then we can simplify these outer brackets now. 2x plus 4 plus 6x minus 1. Well, 2x plus 6x is 8x. 4 plus minus 1 is 3. And then factorize this. 2x minus 6x is minus 4x. And 4 minus minus 1, don't forget minus times a minus here, classic error if you don't do that. 4 minus minus 1 is 5. So we could write that just like that. We could do something even more slightly peculiar looking. We could have something like x squared minus 5. There you go. Well, that's not a difference of two squares. This isn't a square number. Watch this magic trick. Ooh, sneaky. Okay, x squared is still x squared. 5 is the same as root 5 squared. If I square root something and then square it, yeah, that's very sneaky, right? So now I can factorize x here, root 5 there, plus there, minus there. Very sneaky, but perfectly valid. That's the difference of two squares.